Hello, everyone. This is Confidence from the 1% Podcast, and I'm back with a new episode. And actually, I don't have a guest in the studio today, so I just want to talk about a few things because, I just had a chat with a friend in the morning today, and he was talking about being home and how the 21 days are going to be terrible for him because, he does run a business. And it's a bit difficult for him to operate right now because his business includes meeting up with customers and those kind of things. So I was speaking to him and I just thought there's a lot of things that I can share about how one can, try to find something to keep themselves occupied, and also that might be a new way to earn income while it's there at home. So the shutdown in Zimbabwe is going to go for 21 days, and it's being anticipated that it might take longer because nobody knows yet what's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. And I just hope that things will get better and that the infection does not spread right through Zimbabwe, because this will have a huge impact on a lot of people. And I was just on Twitter also, and I noticed somebody tweeted about small enterprises, small businesses, how they're going to be affected in the next 21 days because they will not be generating any revenue. And there are also other small businesses that sell things that are perishable, that are likely to run into losses because of this shutdown, which is necessary anyway. But I'm just speaking of how the next 21 days are going to be a very, very difficult time. So this is Sunday today, and the lockdown is gonna start on Monday, tomorrow, the 30th of March. So back to the issue of my friend. So there are a couple of things that you can do online. By the way, I am a computer scientist by profession, and earning online is one of those things that I started getting interested in a few years ago. So I do have a number of income streams that I have online. One of it which is Bitcoin, and although that might be a bit steep gradient for a lot of people to get started with, and it will be something that we cannot really gain enough ground or mileage, should I say, for somebody to consider it as a way to keep themselves occupied for the next 21 days. But I think there are a number of other ways people can start looking at. But I just want to mention something that is very important, that it's very important that you understand that you need to step out of your comfort zone and go that extra mile into doing something that is different, thinking out of the box, number one. Number two, you do not have to be fearful. You should not have fear of what people are going to think or what people are going to say, because you know what really matters is that you are the one who's going to be affected alone, right? Because you are at your house, you are in your home alone, and there's nobody with you there. So if you start thinking about what other people are going to think about this whole issue, then that's going to be your problem, right? And that kind of thing. So let that fear go. Think out of the box. You definitely come up with something that will make sense. So I'm going to share a little bit of a number of things that you can do, and hopefully I'll also share the links to some of the websites where you can start earning money. Not like start earning money like tomorrow, right? But you can make it a long time strategy that you can use to earn money whenever you are free time, because in the next 21 days you're going to be having plenty of time to do a lot of things. So it's very important that you get started right now. You have a lot of time to do some research. You have a lot of time to set up, because at times starting out a business, what's very important is planning and setting it up. And this is the time that you have. And if you do set up, and if you do make things work within the next 21 days, then you know that for the rest of the year, you are guaranteed to be a success in whatever you're going to be doing. So you need to focus. You need to do a very, very good research. What I'm going to say here is not going to be enough, because I'm going to keep this episode very short and sweet, so that everybody I want everybody to listen. I don't want to make it very long, so I'm just going to keep it very, very, very short. So let's get into it. So the first things first. So earning online is possible. You can make money online because there are a number of things that you can do. One thing that you need to understand is the only way you can make money is not while you're sleeping. Any money online involves a lot of things. It involves putting effort and providing what I call content. It's either you're providing content, or you are providing some form of help to someone, or you're providing a service to someone. So in a way, you have to put in some work. Right? A lot of people think that if you're earning online, you'll be sleeping, you just set up things and then money starts flowing in. That's like an old mentality that people used to have back in the days, when people used to think that the internet is evil. So let's get into it. So number one, you can work online using your skills, whatever skills that you have. So there's a lot of websites where you can showcase your skills, and then for your skills you get paid. And sometimes you don't need to be that that you're really talented, because somebody might be thinking, what skills do I have to do some work for somebody who's in the United States. Some of these things you can learn, like you can add subtitles to videos. And I want to tell you this, you might not believe it or not, there's like a lot of people out there who are doing some stuff, and sometimes they don't have time to do some other stuff. So I'll give you, for instance, let's say a 13-year-old who's creating videos online, right? Who's creating YouTube videos. They don't have time to add subtitles to their video, right? So what they do is they go online, look for somebody who's willing to work to add those subtitles to their video. So this is where you come in. It's very simple. You come in and you come in and you simply showcase your skills, that I can do that. You can do the adding of subtitles to a video, which is very simple anyway. There are a lot of tools that you can use online. There are a lot of software that you can use from your laptop to add those subtitles, right? So all you have to do is just learn. You just go online, learn how to add subtitles to videos. Then the next thing, you take that guy's video, add the subtitles, no matter how long the video is. Make sure that you make it so perfect that next time they have another video, they'll come back to you. They don't have to look for another person. So that is something that is very important, that you should make sure that whatever service that you're providing it wholeheartedly, so that the next time somebody wants the same service, they'll come back to you, or they'll actually leave a good rating, or they will leave a good comment to say this guy is very good at what he does. And that way you become more and more visible to new people, to new clients, and stuff like that. So that is number one. So there are a couple of websites where you can do this. Upwork, I'll add it to the description of this podcast. There is There's Fiverr. Fiverr is very popular. They do have their own differences, and those are some of the things that you should look at, because Upwork works in a very different way from Fiverr. So you should look into that and then compare the two websites. Either you can list on both of the websites, whatever you're gonna be doing, and what's very important is you do research how, there are people who actually write blogs about these things, how to list successfully, how to make your work available to everyone, how to optimize the name of whatever you're gonna do. Like, so online they actually call them gigs, right? They call them gigs, which is gigs, gigs, right? And so whatever gig that you're gonna be doing, you have to make sure that it reaches out to a number of people, right? So I've recently done that also, and on the first day I had a lot of impressions of the first gig that I uploaded online, and that is something that you would want to do to get more impressions, and from those impressions you get 1 or 2 gigs. You do the work, you get the money, you get paid on PayPal, you get paid on whatever method of payment that you get paid, and the next thing, you have money in your pocket, right? You never know, that can become your new income that is even better than your job, right? Yeah. So let's go to number 2, where you can start earning online. Also, you can start making videos. You can also start a podcast, like what I am doing right now. It's another way of earning money. And there is a number of ways you can also earn money, but I'm just going to talk about creating videos right now, because most of the people, they don't know about YouTube. So whenever you play a video on YouTube, whoever uploaded that video will get paid because you have played or you have watched their video, right? So even the more you watch their video, the more they get paid. The reason being that YouTube has adverts. I'm sure you've watched YouTube before and you've seen a pop-up of an advert, whether be it on the right-hand corner, or maybe you've seen it play before your video plays, and then you'll be asked to skip the video, which is kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, those people get paid for everything they upload online, but there are also guidelines that you should follow, because it's not as easy as just taking a video of whatever and posting it online. You need to master what kind of content people want to listen to. You have to master what kind of things people are always searching for online to keep themselves entertained, because you know what, somebody gets on YouTube to kill their boredom, so they want to see something that is hilarious. They want to see I just want to continue speaking about YouTube. I was saying that it's very important to know the type of content that you need to create, so that you do not lose your audience in the middle of your, like in the middle of your video. It's very important that you do a lot of research on how to keep your audiences hooked on, how to keep your audience listening to your video or whatever that you're doing. It's very important also that you master things like the thumbnails, how to optimize the YouTube video name, how to optimize this, like the search, because one thing that you don't want to do, like if you notice that if every time you go on YouTube and search for a video, let's say how to cook, you'll find that there will be more than 100 searches that will come, right? That will come up, that will pop up, and there's always going to be that top video. There's always going to be the video that's going to be like at the really, really, really bottom. Nobody wants to click that video anyway, unless it is something that is really interesting, or it's something that you've been referred to look at, right? So it's very important that you optimize your video so that whenever somebody searches for anything, you always pop up at the top. That way you get more and more viewers. And sometimes you don't get too excited also that it's easy to make money on YouTube, because so many people who start saying a lot of things that you don't make money, and that you just need to put in some extra effort. It's not as easy, and it's very important that you also know that YouTube has their own guidelines on how you can start earning money. So number one is you don't need to use copyrighted content. So be it a video, whatever background music that you're going to put in your video should not be copyrighted. You should not add a video also within your video that is copyrighted, right? Otherwise, if you get a copyright strike, then you are out. You cannot earn money from that video. It's very also important that you note that you need to have at least 1,000 followers, subscribers to be more specific, who are following you on who have subscribed to your channel. And also you need a total of 4,000 hours watch time on YouTube for you to qualify to start earning. So it's not an easy task, but guess what? There are people who are making millions out of it. There are people who are making quite a lot of money, and they have changed their life through YouTube. And you can do it too. I believe you can do it too. It's all about being disciplined. So yeah, follow through. And if you get to do that, let me know on my number, or you can send me a message on any of my social media pages if you get to start your own YouTube channel. Okay, let's go to number 3. So on number 3, of course, I spoke when I started about Bitcoin, right? There are so many ways you can earn money via Bitcoin, but one of them, which is a bit simpler, is buying and selling, right? So I do a lot of buying and selling of Bitcoin, which is very simple. All you have to do is look for somebody who's selling at a very low price, and then go back and sell it at a higher price. It's as simple as that. But you need to establish yourself, because people only trade with the people that they trust. There are websites that you can also use, like local Bitcoins, and you can look in the description of the video. I'll post the link where you can actually click and create an account, and you can buy your Bitcoins at a lower price, try to sell them for a higher price, and then you can rinse and repeat the process and make money. It's as easy as that. Number 4, you can also start trading Forex, right? So within the next 21 days will be a perfect time for you to start learning strategies and actually start practicing how to trade foreign or what is called the Forex market, right? So if you're gonna have to start trading, it's very important that you start by learning. Take a lot of time, learn from those who are already doing it, connect with people who are already doing it, and start learning how to do it. It's not easy. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It requires a lot of time, because a lot of people get blown away and they're like, yeah, I'm excited, this is a good idea. They don't want to put in the work to start doing those things actually. So it's very important that you put in the work, you start learning how to do it, right? And after you are so sure that I am good, you can now take the next step of depositing some real money. Well, that's the good thing about the Forex market. If you're learning, you can learn with money that is not real. It's called virtual, the virtual accounts, right? Where you just use money that is not really money, but then you'll be trading in the real Forex market. So that gives you a platform where you can actually learn risk-free. Okay. And just as a disclaimer, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying you should go ahead and start trading. I'm just saying take your decisions and make sure that you know what you're doing, and then you can risk your money. it's all up to you. And let's talk about number 5, which is something that I've also recently started doing. It also requires a lot of time and a lot of learning, and that is number 1. That is drop shipping. There's something that is called drop shipping, which is very simple. You can do it here in Zimbabwe, and you'll be doing it. The business will be based, actually, which is crazy, in United States, right, or the United States or Australia or any of those first world countries where they really use e-commerce. So what you're simply doing is, there are a lot of e-commerce websites or websites where you can actually buy things online and get it delivered to your house. So what you're doing here is you're not buying things for yourself. What you're doing here is you're gonna be a middleman. So what you're doing is look for cheaper products, go on that website, buy. You don't buy, actually. You're gonna take the pictures, you're gonna take the description, and then you're gonna go and list it on another website. So this is an example, right? You go on Amazon. Amazon usually has cheaper things, right? So you go on Amazon, pick up a product that you think people will always want, especially during this time of during this time of the COVID-19 crisis, right? So all you have to do is just pick up that product, list it on your eBay, right? So you're gonna create two different accounts on 2 different websites. You're gonna create an Amazon account and you're gonna create an eBay account. You take that product, you post it on eBay. If somebody clicks and says they want to buy from you, all you're doing is taking their details and the money that they have given you, because if they want to purchase, they're gonna send you money. So you're gonna take that money and you're gonna pay it up at Amazon, and then you're gonna deliver the product to that person. You understand? So here, where you make money is you make money from the difference in price. You found the product on Amazon. It's going for, let's say, $20, right? You add your markup, let's say $30. You're gonna sell it for $30 minus the taxes and everything. You might end up with something like $7. So 10 products like that, you get $70. You sit it at home. You don't have anything that you picking up from the store, running it with it to. It's happening all over. It's happening there in the United States. You don't need to be involved. Where you're being involved here is just taking the order and making sure that it gets delivered to the customer. It's as simple as that. So yeah, just so I can keep this very short, I'm gonna end here. And I'm gonna do a part 2 of this episode, and make sure that you tune in and let me know if you're really interested in starting this, because well, there are a lot of people who get to listen and do nothing, and I believe that you should start doing something within the next 21 days and you'll never be bored. You'll never get bored by your life, because you're going to be learning new things, and you're going to start doing some stuff, and you're going to have some purpose within the next 21 days. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be a month, maybe it's going to be 2 months. Who knows? Nobody knows. We don't know how bad the situation will get. Hey everyone, thank you for listening to this episode. I just want to thank you for tuning into this episode, and I hope you liked the content that you were just listening to. And I have 2 asks for you. I just want to ask you to do 2 things for me. Number 1, I just want you to head over to YouTube, look for my channel and click subscribe, and also watch some of the content that I have posted on that channel. Follow us on all social media. And number 2, I am asking you to please do what I have just talked about. Take some time to decide what you want to do, because there's a lot of things that you can do. So take your time to listen to to decide what you want to do, and go and do it. Do not have excuses. Do not wait for those excuses to come through and tell you that I cannot do this because of that. I don't have the internet. I don't have this and that. I don't have a computer. You can do it, and there's so many ways to do it, even using your mobile phone. So go ahead and do it. I hope to see you making use of the next 21 days to change your life forever. So yeah, that has been it. 1% Podcast. Goodbye.